how many times has self-doubt stopped you in your tracks, stopped you from chasing your dreams? I believe we all have a unique talent that we're supposed to be bringing to the world, but self-doubt is like this massive brick wall that comes up in front of you and stops you dead in your tracks. I'm dyslexic, and I went through the whole of my school career without being diagnosed. Back then, it just wasn't something that you did. I think my mum knew, but nothing happened. I used to go to my English class when I was in secondary school, and I would be so frightened. If there was a spelling test, I knew that every time it would come back and it would have red crosses, red crosses, red crosses. If the teacher asked me to read out, I would go so bright red, and I had sweaty palms, and it was just the worst experience for me. I left school and I didn't pass my English and maths exam, and I went to fashion college. But even fashion college wanted me to pass my English and maths exam. So my mum had had enough, and she said, I'm getting you dyslexic tested. And she paid for it. And back then it was pretty expensive. But I didn't want to get tested. Like, I didn't want the label. I already felt stupid. My sisters were so intelligent. They went to grammar school. They were really smart. They were going to university. You know, and there I was, you know, the one who couldn't spell properly, couldn't read correctly. And I'm in this dyslexic test, and I am trying my hardest. I don't want to be, like, I want to beat the test, right? And then I'm sitting in this office, this old guy's behind this big desk, and my mum's sitting there listening. And all I remember him saying was, she's got a reading age of 10 and a spelling age of 11. And I was 17. I mean, I was like mortified. And I held it together in the office, and then I came out of the office, and I just cried. I just cried my eyes out. Still makes me well up now. And I remember my mum saying to me, and it was the best thing she ever said to me, and she said, darling, you're not stupid. You see the world in a different way, and you're wired differently. And suddenly these words they just went in, and I just went, I'm wired differently. Like, I see things differently. This is a uniqueness. This is not something that, you know, I should shy away from. And I went back to college and I reset my English and my maths exams, and I passed them. I had extra time, which was perfect for me. And then I realized that I didn't have to go to fashion college. I could go to university, and I resat my A-levels. I went and I did A-level psychology, accounting, and psychology. Like, none of them were easy to do, but I wanted to prove to myself that I could see things differently and still succeed. And that's what I did. And then I went on to university, and I was so happy with myself. I was like, I'm like my sisters. And I got a 2-2. And so my training is all around kicking self-doubt to the curb, because it just takes people down. And what I learned from being dyslexic is that you have to look at things differently. You have to take what you have now and just deconstruct it and look at it in a different way. And that's what my brain does. So my unique talent is taking and destructing, making things look different. And that's what my training's about. My training's going to make you look at things in a different way. It's going to make you smash through self-doubt with fun and laughter and the things that I love to do, which is like, you know, we might use music, or we might laugh at things, or I might give you a technique where, you know, you'd think, oh my God, is this going to work? But trust me, it works. I mean, I use the techniques to get myself on this video today. So I'm going to tell you it works. But the thing is, I'm not looking for just anyone to come on my training. I am looking for people to join a revolution, because I want us to stomp out self-doubt. So I want you to be ready that when I teach you this, you're going to teach other people, because everybody at some point comes up with self-doubt. And I want people to have the tools and the techniques that give them the relief that I have now when I come into that phase where I'm like, oh, I'm going into self-doubt again, and bam, I can use my tools and I'm back out again. So if you're ready to take action today, if you're ready to join my revolution, then all you have to do is just click on the link today and come and join me. I cannot wait to meet you.